It's funny how many of the inventions and ideas of the Romans were lost, especially during the Dark Ages, and then had to be reinvented. But one legacy of Roman engineers is still with us. It's the grid system for laying out streets. The Roman grid system legacy was brought to America early, as we see in these primitive plans for downtown Philadelphia. But one major metropolitan area gets a bad rap when it comes to streets: Washington, D.C. But if you take time to learn the streets, as I did during the 20 years I lived there, the streets do make a lot of sense. Even though D.C. sits at an angle to north and south, the streets do conform, for the most part, with numbered streets running north and south, and lettered and named streets running east and west. And when you run out of letters, you switch to two-syllable names: Adams, Baker. Then you switch to three-syllable names: Albemarle, Brokenshire. And at the far top and bottom of D.C., you switch to trees in alphabetical order. So if you're at the intersection of Spruce and 16th, you'd be right there, 16 blocks east of the Capitol and in the third alphabet. Today, even country roads have been renamed as numbered routes, measured from a central point. And even in rural America, most people have a street address.
But what if you're out in the middle of nowhere? What if there is no street address here? What if you're on a somewhat busy Indiana highway and you got a problem with this? There's a limb down here that's almost pulled these wires down. But the question is, whose wires are they?
I think they're phone wires, but nearly a month of dealing with the highway department, the county commissioners, and the utilities, I've not gotten a straight answer as to who owns those lines. Lines that are about to be broken by a fallen limb. I can only tell them the problem is here. But they ask me, "What's the address?" I'm Dennis Daly.